to Atlanta. Georgia, Texas 2. Texas is favored. And I got to admit, Ari, I was pretty surprised when I saw that.
I know.
Texas is a 2.5 point favorite in this game.
We watched the Georgia Tech game together, man. Like, that team exists. And the more I think about the Texas-Georgia game from the beginning of the year, the more I feel like Texas shit their pants and that Georgia didn't just beat them.
But I think can we stitch together the two games we watched on consecutive nights?
Yes.
Let's stitch together.
They both
have
Georgia beat offenses.
Right. Let's stitch together the Georgia Tech game that we saw and also the Texas A&M game that we saw. If Texas plays the same game against Georgia that they played against Texas A&M with 2 critical turnovers in plus territory in the second half, with getting a punt blocked in the second half, like, Georgia will win that game.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I like Texas, Andy. I can't lie to you.
Texas's defense is awesome. And that's the other thing. Remember, Texas defense did make it hard on Georgia in the first game. Carson Beck threw a bunch of interceptions in the first game. The only reason Georgia won that game is because Georgia's defense made Texas's offense throw up all over itself. And Georgia cashed in the short field situations and made those turnovers turn into points where Texas didn't. And that is,
I think if
that
Texas
is the situation
does not
here.
allow Georgia to score 21 points by gaining 50 total yards, they'll lose or they'll win. Sorry, Texas will do that.
That Texas second half
under,
against A&M.
by the way.
Yeah, I do too. The Texas second half bugged me a lot.
Yeah, it was grab ass central.
I don't like that, but I do like the way they were running on Texas A&M's defense. I thought Texas getting loose in the run game and making some holes, and even after Kelvin Banks went down, being able to block well, I think that was very promising because, look, you saw Georgia Tech get physical with Georgia up front.
Has there been an injury update on Banks? Is he out this week?
We haven't seen it yet. No, obviously
figure that out.
Wednesday you'll get that one.
A big deal.
I think he's probably out. So, all right, Ari. I'm still trying to decide. Do you have a pick? Because I'm going to have to make one here, but I'm very much ping ponging back and forth right now.
I have a pick. I'm taking Texas. I'll lay the 2.5.
I don't know what to do here because I feel like if both teams play the same game they played last week, Texas wins.
They should shoot the SEC into the sun if that happens.
Oh, they would hate it. It would be bad. It would be such an ugly game. Download the app. Use the code Staples when you sign up. Play $5. Get $50 instantly. Monday Night Football tonight. Oh, boy. Bo Nix, baby. Are you a believer? Are you taking Bozempic? Jameis Winston. This is going to be a fun one. Nick Chubb against the Denver defense, which is pretty good. So the college football board is going to get populated later this week. But right now, we got NFL, NBA, college basketball, and, of course, Monday Night Football. So Bo Nix, 224.5 passing yards against the Browns. What do you think is going to happen? Jameis Winston, will he eat the dub? 230.5 passing yards. More or less, you pick the square. You pick as few as 2 squares. The more squares you pick, the higher the potential payout. It's Prize Picks. Download the app. Use the code Staples. Play $5. Get $50 instantly. Oh, boy.
I think that the final score of this game is going to be like 24-20 or something.
So I may just take the tack you took on the ACC game, where the coach who's been in this situation has more experience in it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll know what to do. Because we've seen Kirby not handle this SEC championship game as well as he could. Last year was a good example of that too.
I am very interested in the Arch Manning package and what that element could do for to open up some things for Texas's offense.
The thing, so I think they had to use that against the defense they were playing. They knew they were playing good defense. They had to use it. Quinn Ewers' ankle was slightly injured. But I think Georgia, knowing that's a possibility, is so what you got to do with this one, and I'm sure Sark is thinking of this, is you bring him out in that situation, but you don't run read option. You throw it.
Throw it. Yep.
So how willing are you to let it loose and let it hang out? Because again, Texas is making the playoff whether they win or lose this game.
And Georgia is, right? We feel comfortable
I
about
think
that?
so too. I think so. Yeah. So I would love to see Sark just let it rip. Just to see what you can be.
Yeah.
Because you're going to play a bunch of tough games in the playoff if ultimately it works the way you want it to.
Yeah.
Ari, I think I've talked myself into it. Give me the Longhorns.
Oh, I didn't think you were going that way.
I didn't think I was either. But the more I think about it, like, if they are running the ball the way they were running the ball the other night, that's going to be hard for Georgia to stop. Georgia's defense has not been as good. Producer River asked if I'm taking the spread of the money line. Give me the spread. I'm not that sure. Give me the couple of points. I'll take.
Well,
it.
you're laying the points in the scenario, Andy. You're giving them points. Do you want?
Oh
to
yeah,
take money line?
Right.
Yeah.
Why would I take the Texas money line? They are the favorite. And again, that's in my head. Like I'm still surprised they're the favorite in this game, given what happened in the first game. But it does feel like Vegas is learning, like not automatically assuming that Georgia or Alabama just crushes everybody.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see. The Arch thing is fascinating to me. Fascinating.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think the thought of throwing it when everybody thinks he's going to run is intriguing.
All right. Yeah, give me Texas -2.5. I'm ready to be wrong. It's not like College Game Day where they have all of the picks across. There's just two of us. We're going to agree sometimes. I don't think we've cursed Texas here.
Yeah.
Though we have cursed teams in the past, including Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, when we go to games, we do.
And we're not going to this one. So, congratulations,
all the
I
games
guess.
that we've been to, have we gone to a game that the away team hasn't won? Oh, Ole Miss, we didn't curse.
We didn't, and they won by a lot.
Every game that we've gone to outside of the Ole Miss, the home team got their butts kicked by the visiting team.
We'll see what happens. I think this is going to be a fun one. I don't care that it's a rematch. I know some people do.